Hello fellow engineers and welcome to Cities Skylines. Today we're going to be recreating and expanding on one of the most interesting pieces of engineering I've seen in a very long time. This is the Velowime, different pronunciations may apply, aqueduct, a unique solution to a fairly simple problem. What is the cheapest way of getting a highway across a body of water? So you might be thinking to yourself, well, why didn't they just use a bridge? That's like the go-to solution, isn't it? Well, bridges are very, very expensive. So the Dutch came up with a different solution which saved them a lot of money, an aqueduct. Now, aqueducts aren't anything new. They've been around since Roman times, mainly as a method of transporting water. But this one is very unique. It's actually one of the shortest aqueducts in the world, and it allows a lake to span a major highway. So we're going to be starting a new game, and we're going to be building this in Lavender Lake. So this is the map. This is the lake. Now you can see we don't actually own all the lakes, so we're going to come down here and we're going to buy some more plots of land. So we'll have some of you, we'll have some of you, and then before we get too far into this, I am going to click this button down here, and this allows me to see where the water spawners are. So I can see there's one bang in the middle of this lake, so I probably want to try and move that. So there you go, it's now over there, which hopefully means we can cross this lake without any issues. So the problem for the Dutch was there was a highway down here, and they wanted to get this road over the other side of the lake. Now you could build bridges to get across, but obviously that's a lot of steel, a lot of concrete. No matter what type of bridge you go, whether it's suspension or just a normal sort of bridge, that is going to cost a lot. And not only that, it's pretty unsightly. Say you've got like a lovely little lakeside lodge down here. You look out at your lovely view and oh, someone's built a bridge in the way. Now for me, I'd quite like that. But not everyone is an engineer. Not everyone appreciates the good looking builtness of a bridge, particularly when it's cost taxpayers a lot of money. So we're going to delete these bridges. I know, sacrilege. Please don't have a go at me in the comments. But right, here's our roads, and that's where we need to get across. Now there's obviously a lot of water in the way. So we're gonna sort of do this how they would have done this in real life, I imagine. I mean, I'm no expert at this, even though I did design roads for like 10 years of my life. Never designed a water bridge, which might surprise some of you. But I imagine it went something a little bit like this. So we get the landscaping tool, we select level terrain. This allows us to pick a level and sort of just keep it flat. So if we just make sure this is above the lake water level, you can see the contour lines there. So if we just pick one, I don't know, maybe about there-ish. So then I can increase my brush size, and then we can make a bit of a wall. Now I don't actually know what is going on. Why is this so lumpy? What is that? This is not how this tool usually works. Hang on, I gotta go check. Is that just because it's in water? Like, if I were to just... No, it's acting very, very strange. Yeah, very, very strange. Not sure about that. But anyway, I've just uninstalled the mod that I had on, which was like the landscaping tools. And this seems to be a bit smoother. Look, it's way flatter. We've still got some lumpy edges, but that'll do. So we've done a pad from one side to the other, but we've left a gap in it because it's important to remember there's boat traffic along here. Look, you can see down here there's ferries at one end of the lake. They follow the boys all the way through the other end of the lake, and oops, because I built this while time was paused, well, we've added a little bit of turbulence to the lake. I imagine when they built this in real time, they didn't actually pause time to do this like in the real world, hence the lake would be pretty still the entire time, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's carry on as we were. So basically we need to put another strip in like that, of course leaving the gap in the middle so the ferries can still get through. Right, and then we end up with something like this. So we haven't really affected anything to do with the lake. The ferries can still get through, but this is the time where we're thinking about how the road is actually going to sit in here and stuff. So first things first, we want to close these ends up. So we just build across there and then build across this one as well. Then what they'd probably do, they'd probably line these with something called sheet piled walls, which are essentially sheets of steel which sort of waterproof. So basically that would be put along both these edges to make like a waterproof area, and basically we have a bathtub, so we need to drain the bathtub. So of course that means grabbing our super water pumps, and we can just literally shove those on the end like that. And then if we just connect these up to our water network, then hopefully when we press play we should start to see the water level in here drain. Yeah, look at that, it is going down. So our two pumps will be draining the water out of there, and then because we got the sheet pile walls, we've essentially made like a dry sort of area. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of getting there. You can see the water level is a lot lower down there than it is on the outsides. This is a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. We don't actually need it that deep. Still, let's keep pumping. All right, now we can think about doing a bit of landscape. So basically we want this road road to sort of slope down to a set level. So first off, let's set that level. We need a level so that we can get cars under there. So I'm going to say go down to like there-ish. Right, so then I actually want to take this down a bit of a level. So I'm going to do a bit of that, shove some flood walls in. And then if we take the sloping tool, we can say finish at that level. And then we can sort of come from, I don't know, down there somewhere and look at the contours. We're making a nice little slope going up to there. Means we end up with something like that. And then we should be able to take our road down here. So we have something like this. The road goes down a hill and then it goes flat. And then we've got the wall. Now with the roads in, I can delete the flood walls and it means I can sort of go back to this edge. Right, then with those done down to there, we should just be able to do a tunnel like straight through. No game. That's not what I wanted. I mean, it doesn't help that I accidentally flooded this one. Perhaps we try and make these a little bit closer. I mean, we can go right up to the edge of those buoys, or buoys, as some Americans like to call them. No, stop trying to do that, game. Why? Alright, I tell you what, we might have to cheat the game. So we might have to say, there was never any water there, game. Just do a normal tunnel, please. Oh god, I flooded everything, and the boats are just going over the top of it. Wait, you're not meant to do that, you knob. Anyway, get the pumps back in there. Good work, pumpers. Right, boats, stop coming over the top. Just wait a minute. You're so impatient. Right, anyway, water is gone. So let's hit pause. Delete these pumps again. Right, and now let's try and tunnel under this properly. Oh, game. Game's like, mate, you don't need to do a tunnel, you idiot. Just do a hill. Just go up and over, you knob. Right, what if I put flood walls in? So then the game has to understand I want a freaking tunnel underneath. How does that even work? You can't have a tunnel up there, you...
6.5 hours later.
Right, I may have done it. I may have finally done it. Let's try and use move it tool just to get them in the right place. Right, and then can we delete these flood walls? Can we fill up the land right up to them? Right, and then the water level has to be above the tunnel level. So it's sort of like a bridge. So we're going to go like that level there. And we're going to put that across that way. Right, so then we have this sort of thing. And I imagine as soon as I press play, this is going to go absolutely mental. So let's do it and see what happens. Oh, turbulent waters, turbulent water. Oh, it's buried everything I've worked so hard for. Yeah, on the plus side, the old ferries are moving again. That's a good sign, right? Right, so let's just leave that to settle, and then we can get the old pumps back in. Right, and then whilst they're pumping away, I'm going to go... I've opened the mod again. Yeah, so I've got a tree brush, so we can pick a few different trees, and we can just paint in all of our trees around here. Right, and then it looks like this side is done. Let's get rid of these pumps. Oh, look at that. That is decent. We have a water bridge, finally. All right, so now delete those pumps, delete these pylons, plant a few more trees along the edges. And would you look at that? We've only gone and done it. There was a time in there I didn't think we were actually going to succeed in doing this in the slightest. Yeah, you can see vehicles, they come down here, they go straight under. You can see the boats going over the top and they come back out the other side. So we finally got some cars coming under the bridge. We got boats going over the bridge. Oh, man. Oh, I'm so excited. It actually finally worked. However, I wonder, could we use the power of engineering to over-engineer this? I have an idea. Right, well, that was fun and all, but we're back in one of my favorite maps. The map where I drained the entire sea. I literally stuck pumps all the way around the edge. And you can see the sea is there. It should be over here, but it's not, which means we can build below sea level. You know what that means? Oh, it also means boats get stuck on the berm that I built. But yeah, we're going to take this idea and we're going to engineer it to the max. So I think this wall height is a good height for the top of my wall. Select a big brush. So using the biggest brush, we've achieved this. So that is going to be the top wall height. And I remember from before when I did like a triangular Atlantis. A very cool video, actually. You should go check that out. But I realized I have to use these flood walls. Now, I probably want to do something like go to about there, go down to there. Yeah. So this should make me a perfect circle. I mean, sort of perfect circle. It's definitely not perfect, but it's not bad. Although, why is it got lumps? Why are you lumpy? Well, I'm determined remember to do this properly, because if it's lumpy, then we're just going to get water leaking. We can't have that. We're an engineer. We're not an architect. We're doing this to work properly. So I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. So we'll just come in a little bit. So I think what's happened is where the tool is a bit funky, can you see like there's like lumps on the edge? I think if the flood wall goes over that, it tries to fix the problem by just doing a lump basically. So that should make more sense if we have a look from in here. Yeah, perfectly level now. That's just what we want when we're dealing with water. But we're not just making Atlantis. We need to make a water bridge. So what I'm sort of thinking, if I go from like there over to there. Right, so now we grab the level terrain tool again. And then we sort of want to decide how tall we want to do that. I don't think we want to do like down to the bottom, because I think then you won't really see the city. I reckon perhaps to like that level might be good. So then we can just paint all of this up. We can go right up to the flood wall edges, and that won't actually matter at all, because it's all going to be below the sea level, remember? And then we just want to delete that flood wall and that flood wall, and the same over this side. And then the water should flow through that. Now, one thing I'm not too sure. I'm not sure how tunnels work. So if I were to make this trench like the proper flat level down there, the base of the sea, and then I just did a tunnel from here to that side with my road, would it like float in midair? So for example, if I grab a road now, I think we'll just go with the widest roads we got. And I think what I want to do, I just want to go page down. We go into a tunnel. Then if we do that level in the middle, come to this side and do page up again, and we end up with that. And that's fine. That works. So that's just a road from one side to the other. But I want to know if I were to like cut this back a bit and then go through the trench down the middle at like a lower level. So we have that sort of thing. If I were to do a bridge through here, perhaps if I turn anarchy on, because it seems like it doesn't work without anarchy. Ah, okay. So it does put a bridge down there, which sort of means this will just not work. I mean, that's clearly a hole through my wall. I think water might get in there. So yeah, okay, that's fine. Basically, it just means we've got to have a shallow river bit of our trench through there, rather than the full-on sea level. That's fine. So I think I'm going to build this city whilst I let the water in, because if I remember from last time, this took a long time for the water to actually come in. So first off, we'll just rename this with an appropriate save file name, the Sridge. And then we're just going to select all the pumps, boost them out of existence, and we'll speed up the land, and then that should start coming in nicely. Probably worth sort of getting rid of that bit and then cutting this wall back a little bit. I don't want to cause a tsunami. You've got to be a little bit sensible here. But yeah, now the map should start filling up with water, which is just what we want basically, while I build my city. So I think to turn this into a bridge, we basically just need enough tunnels that it becomes a bridge, if that makes sense. I mean, not the most symmetrical thing in the world. Oh, look, water's coming down the chute. Oh, the sea's filled up real quick. Really, really quick. Okay, that's a little bit worrying, actually. I hope I've sorted my levels out right. Oh, man, the water is rushing it. Look at this. This is awesome. I need to build tunnels quick. I might actually have to pause, if I'm honest. All right, come on, tunnels. Go in faster. All right, so there we go. There's all of our tunnels. Oh, this is like the most well-connected thing ever, and it's not even connected to my mega city over here. This is my super efficient city. You know, we definitely want to connect this up. So what I'm thinking, if we just do like a junction across there, that is absolutely hideous, but still, it's pretty funny. So let's go off there, over in this direction. People worried about the trees, don't worry. I've done a tree-lined road, so it fits in lovely. Right, and then it gets a bit tricky, because in order to get a tunnel up to that level, I sort of need like a false tunnel. So I'm gonna have to do like a bit of that, if that makes sense, just so I can do the slope up. Okay, so yes, you might just think I've made another strong shape, but no, that's just engineering for you. Right, so there you go. Now you can see our tunnel is in, which means the mainland can now reach my new oh dear. So where I just raised the water level with the sea above it. Bit of a schoolboy error that. Yeah, sort of flooding now. We might need to try and fix that somehow. Anyway, since the sea looks like it's here, I should probably delete like everything like around the edge. So delete all those pumps, lower that sea wall all the way around the edge, and then watch as our Atlantis is completely destroyed. It's filled up with water. Don't worry though, I think I can just pump it out. So if we grab this, the super water pump, if I turn anarchy on, I should be able to just shove these like on the edge there. So, oh god, there's a tidal wave. Actually, that's taking like all the water out, that one. Anyway, let's just connect all of these up with pipes, because that will mean they'll start pumping. And hopefully they'll start pumping before the wave destroys them. they're getting a bit wet. Anyway, hopefully just connect all of these up, and then we should be good to get it all dried out again. And I'm not planning to do any more like movement of the sea floor, so hopefully this should actually be like dry once and for all. There's a lot of water in here, I'm not gonna lie. Tell you what, we can actually supercharge these up if we just shove some wind turbines. These actually make the pumps work like a lot better. I mean, I'm surprised they work without electricity in the first place, if I'm honest, but since it helps, I'm not going to argue. Yeah, look at that. We are draining the water, and then we can get back to building. Right, nice. That side is perfectly dry. This one is nearly dry. I think I should probably just check like the horizons and stuff, because look, it's a little bit rough over there. And if we look over, oh goodness, why is there another tidal wave coming? Oh no, look how high that is. That's going straight in. Where's that come from? All right, well, let's just watch this fill up my Atlantis again with water. Probably destroy a few windmills and things. I don't think that was actually too bad. We seem to have a lot of our windmills left. You can see the boats as well going like round the back. Like I literally put a channel so you can come through the middle boats. Silly boats. Anyway, but after a load of pumping, it looks like we're dry again. Yeah, we'll have a quick look and make sure I don't see any more tidal waves anywhere. Okay, I think we're safe. Oh, we've killed all of our trees. Do these grow back? Does anyone know if these grow back? Did you know you can do this as well? You can select what sort of trees you want on there. Oh, those ones died. So look, if I want palm trees, I can just make them all palm trees. I think palm trees are quite nice, actually. So yeah, let's palm tree all of these up. Oh, they're literally just twigs down this side. Not anymore. We got the most beautiful sound effect when we do this as well. Oh, that sounds healthy. But yeah, nice. Lots of palm trees. What is this? There are like little tidal surges every so often. I think I might have to leave the pumps in for now, just until the seas calm down a little bit. Yeah, we'll build some roads. Oh, maybe not, because we've been flooded again. Oh, I love that wherever like I try and build this, can you see like as the water moves, it's trying to build like a bridge. So then we want to shove some unique buildings around, paint up all the different areas like residential, offices, commercial. Make sure everyone's got drainage. Then we can just watch the place grow. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful. Although as usual, I did forget things like hospitals, fire stations, police stations, and schools. Yeah, but don't worry, now we're good. Now everything is building. And look at this. We've got the water bridge in. It's definitely a water bridge. It's not just a load of tunnels stuck together. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna put some ferries in, and our ferry line is gonna go from there to there. So that means boats leave that, come to this, come all the way through here. Sorted. So now the ferries are spawning. They're gonna go to there first, and they should head up this way. Unfortunately, I should have really tried to put this so the cargo ships go in between. And look, what the hell? Where's the shoreline moved? Where's all that water gone? Hang on, we just lost a load of water. The shoreline was there. They were pumping water for my city. Now they have no water. Oh, stupid game. Right, we'll put these at the new shoreline. That should cheer everyone up. There we go. Wait, what? Now they have no water. What's going on? What is going on with the sea? Where's all the sea going? And look, my boats can't... My boats can't actually work. Well, anyway, ignoring that little detail, I think this was a huge success. I mean, look, we literally built a water bridge. I mean, you can see everyone's using the bridge perfectly. Look, all the ambulances going across over that side. Love to see it. What if I use this mod to raise the sea level? Because it looks like it's dropped a bit. Yeah, how about there? Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, I sort of just ruined the entire thing. Anyway, just ignore that happened. I'll say peace, love, and water bridges. Bye, guys.